And we are back, YouTube. If anyone's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. Aim of the game on my channel is buying games, DVDs, Blu-rays, any electrical items I can get my hands on at car boot sales, Facebook Marketplace, charity shops for a cheap price. So I'm getting traded in at CEX for a high price, so I'm able to build my own gaming collection. So yeah, back again with another Facebook Marketplace pickup video. This is a big one. The amount of money that I'm going to get back, the voucher wise, I think is really good for my expenditure. Now, if you watch my last Facebook Marketplace pickup video, you would have seen that I've kind of changed my outlook on, originally I was trying to triple my money, whereas buying bundles, trying to get the money back, the initial outlay through the console and some controllers, and then turn the games and whatever else comes with it into your basically free voucher, shall we say. So again, I don't think this will be exactly free because I spent a little bit more on this than my last one, but for the money that I'm going to be down, the amount of vouchers I'm going to get back is really, really good. So yeah, basically PlayStation 4 500GB with 3 controllers, a load of games and some Skylanders. Also got a charging docking station for £160. Now I must admit, sorry, they originally wanted £165. After a bit of to-in and fro-in, I think I originally said 150. They come back 160 basically. I said, would you take 155? And they said no. So we stuck at 160. And yeah, originally I thought it'd come with 3 official PlayStation 4 controllers. My fault, I didn't zoom in properly, but unfortunately that one is not an official one. So I won't be making as much money I was originally hoping, but obviously I'll still be getting quite a bit back. So yeah, obviously the PlayStation 4, I'll keep that blue controller with it. Unfortunately, the serial numbers off the back of that. So I'll keep that with that. Hopefully, I'll be getting, same as my previous one, £110, maybe a little bit more back, obviously plus postage. So I think, I've got around about the £100 mark back for the, after fees and obviously in postage for the console. I'm going to trade this one in to CEX for £30 cash. Now it does have the serial number on the back of it, so that's all good. So I'm hoping from that there alone, I'm going to get £130 of my money back. And obviously, the rest of this here is just pure CEX vouchers. Now, unfortunately, like I said, this isn't an official PlayStation 4 controller, but they accept third-party wireless ones, and you can get £12 voucher for that. There. Then there's also, how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games here, which all trade in for together £95. So I've got 2 Point Hospital. I don't think most of these are complete, to be honest. Sonic Mania Plus, that's complete. Then I've got the Lego video game, complete. These are all in really good condition as well. Minecraft PlayStation 4 edition, that's not complete. Got Sonic Forces, The Last of Us Remastered. By the way, if you're not watching the TV series of this, watch it. It's really, really good so far. But yeah, Last of Us Remastered, Lego Marvel Avengers, Lego Jurassic Park, Tearaway Unfolded, Mega Drive Classics, and then yeah, Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So all of those games there trade in for £11. £11, sorry, those 11 games there trade in for £95. Then the docking station, I think you can get maybe £3 or £4 for that. So yeah, let's say £99 for them, plus £12 for that. So we're up to like £110 voucher, should we say. Now Skylanders, originally, he said that there was 2 boxes of Skylanders. I know nothing about Skylanders. I've had people in the comments before tell me, oh, why didn't you look through them Skylanders at my boot sale, footage videos? and I just don't know anything about them. But after this, I'm going to start looking into it, seeing what's worth what, because it seems like there's some serious money to be made. Obviously, there was two boxes. I've been through them all. You know, the other boxes of them down there, not worth anything. 1p, 10p trading, something like that. They're in the boot sale pile, which I'll be taking on later on this year. But all of these here, these trade in for £50 CEX voucher. There's a lot of them in here which are worth, like that one's worth £6. I think that one's worth maybe £6 as well. But the standout one is this one here, Jingle, I think his name is, obviously Father Christmas. That's worth £13. So from what I can gather, just by briefly researching, it seems that the Imaginators ones seem to be worth a little bit more, which I believe all of these are. So yeah, £50 for all of those Skylanders there, which they just threw in. So £160 CEX voucher for probably what's going to turn out to be £30 expenditure. Now, it may be that I get a little bit more on the PlayStation and that turns into £20 or £25 expenditure. It may even be less. It may be that I only sell the PlayStation for £100 or something like that because it hangs around for so long. But obviously, even if it's £40 or even £50 expenditure, turning that into £160 CEX voucher, I'll be more than happy with that. So yeah, again, if you've got money, if you've got like a large float of money well, not a large float of money, but if you've got a spare couple of £100 that you don't mind turning over into basically what I'm saying is free CEX vouchers, this is definitely the way to do it. Obviously, it's not as fun as going to the car boot sales. I do really enjoy them. I'll always continue to do that because it feels like you're on the hunt. But this is definitely a good method to use to obtain vouchers, especially if you've got like a gaming CEX or a console that you want to get that's really expensive. So I definitely will recommend this. So yeah, let's catch up afterwards, and I'll let you know exactly how much I got for the PlayStation, the controllers, and all the Skylanders. So yeah, see you in a minute. And we're back. So yes, yeah, it's taken a couple of weeks to do this. To be fair, I've been busy, not been able to list things and stuff like that. So it took a little bit longer than I would have liked to have turned this one round, unfortunately. But what I did get back for my expenditure was really, really good in my opinion. So I changed what I was going to do originally, as I was maybe going to just trade in one of the controllers and obviously get vouchers for the rest of it. Now, my friend, he's recently purchased a PlayStation 4, and he said any games that you get hold of, let me know. And obviously, if he wants any of them, he'll give me the voucher price, but in cash. So I sold one of the Sonic games and two Lego games to him for £25 cash. So I've already got £25 back there. I did trade in one of the controllers for £30 cash, but since then the price has dropped to £28. So because I was going to take a little snippet and put it on the screen somewhere, but yeah, it's dropped to £28 now. So bear that in mind if you're going to be trading any of them in. So obviously 25 cash for three of the games, and then £30 cash for the controller. And then the PlayStation, it did hang around for a little bit. Someone's actually come tonight to collect it. I've sold it for £90, which it's on Facebook Marketplace. So I've not got to pay any fees or anything. That is £90 into my pocket. A little bit less than I was hoping for. I was hoping to get £100 for it. But I just thought I'll move it on, and I ain't got to pay fees. I haven't got to post it or anything like that. So from 165 expenditure, I've got £145 cash back. So my outlay in total was £20 because I believe I paid £165 for all of this. Now, the one thing that I will say as well is that I wasn't able to trade this in. Now, obviously, I did realise afterwards, after picking it up, that this I thought was a third-party controller. But I tried, and I don't know if you can see on the back there, but CEX do take third-party PlayStation 4 controllers, but they're saying that this isn't a third-party one. they're saying that it's a fake DualShock 4. But I just thought, well, all third-party controllers surely would be a fake DualShock. But they said no, they won't take this one because it's a fake DualShock. So I took it to 2 stores as well. I didn't know whether it was one that was maybe just, you know, got it wrong on the day. But yeah, they both said the exact same thing. So let me know if you've ever heard of that. I mean, what is a fake DualShock 4? I mean, to be honest, it feels like a really good controller. It all works. It's, you know, it works perfectly. And you know, how much is a PlayStation 4 controller nowadays? 40, 50 quid if you want to buy it from CEX? I don't even know. So, you know, I would definitely get one of these if I needed a second controller or a new controller for a PlayStation 4. But so yeah, I couldn't trade that in. I'll probably stick it on eBay and see if I can get maybe like £10 or something for it. So it may even be that my total expenditure for all of these vouchers will turn out to be maybe like, you know, £10 to £15. So anyway, from the games that I traded in, now there are, I traded in some other stuff here. So the total voucher is £103, but I'm hoping that you can see that there. If I can hold it there for a minute. Don't mind that the voucher code's at the bottom because I've spent this voucher already. But yeah, so for the games alone, I think I got maybe £59 or £58 for the games, and then for the Skylanders, because I traded them all in separately, as well as the what's it called, cooling unit. I mean, I'll run that past slowly, maybe from top to bottom, just in case you want to have a look. But yeah, £59 for all of those Skylanders, which absolutely mental. I've never really looked into Skylanders before. It's definitely going to be something that I'm going to continue to look out for. There's some that are worth ridiculous money, like £200 for one of them. So obviously, if you can find that, you're absolutely laughing. But anyway, my total expenditure, hopefully if I get £10 back for that. So let's say total expenditure £10. Obviously a lot of my own time and effort, but you know, hey ho, that's part of the game. Yeah, £10 into just shy of £120, like £118 voucher, something like that. So really, really good. Another great Facebook Marketplace deal there. Only thing I will say is that it did take longer than I would have initially liked to sell the PlayStation, the PlayStation 4. The first one that I bought, I sold it within 3 days. This one took like 2 weeks or something like that. So, like I was saying, you know, this is a good thing to do, but only if you've got money to spare and you don't mind, what's the word? You don't mind, you know, it just hanging about for a bit. You're not desperate to get that cash back. Like I was saying, I could have held out for even longer, but I just flipped it on in the end for £90. And like I was saying, I got most of my money back anyway. So I'm happy. £120 voucher, which I've spent already. So don't worry about those voucher codes being on there. I've spent them already. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, everyone. Please let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, or you know, if you would have done anything differently. I do love getting involved. But take care, and I will see you all in the next one.